This is the USS Hornet.
The actual guy that pulled the astronauts out of the water for the recovery of Apollo 13.
Yeah, so this was where the astronauts were quarantined when they came back from space.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Vipin and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to visit this beautiful museum which is located in Alameda, California. So the museum is USS Hornet Sea, Air and Space Museum.
Okay, yeah, so this is the USS Hornet. It is an Essex-class aircraft carrier. It was, the keel was laid in 1943 and she came out, well actually in 1942 and she came out in 1943. This particular ship is one of the most historical ships in the US Navy. It was engaged in almost every engagement in World War II. It was also engaged in the Cold War after anti-submarine and Soviet submarines and off of Vietnam. She was decommissioned in 1970 and was going to be scrapped, but she was taken across the bay here and was going to be scrapped there. However, just before they began cutting her up, they were decommissioning Alameda Naval Air Base. The admiral in command here saw that Essex-class carrier and he said, "Can I borrow that just as part of the display?" So it was towed over. While it was here, the company that was going to scrap it went out of business, went bankrupt. And here it sat. So a group got together and said, because of the history of this ship, can we designate this as a national monument and make it a museum? And that was done. And because we are a national monument, unlike the other display ships that are about, we have no escalators, no extra stairs, no anything. This is as she was in 1970. The ship, as it says in the film, was attacked 59 times during World War II. It was never hit.
59 times.
59 times. It was one of the luckiest ships in the war. Also, you turn around and take a look at that score sheet up there. Her aircraft downed more Japanese aircraft and more Japanese shipping than any other vessel in the U.S. Navy during the entire war.
You know what design it is, don't you? Think about it. Cartoon. Oh. Carbon? Tintin. Tintin? Oh, okay. This is the one I think it's a little longer, but the things with the pop on. My name is Joe Martinez. I'm a former helicopter crewman. This is my helicopter. It was used in the movie Apollo 13, but today we have this young gentleman here, Rick Precht. He's the actual guy that pulled the astronauts out of the water for the recovery of Apollo 13.
Well, Apollo 13, as you know, that was the capsule that had trouble when it was out in space. So my crew for number 66 was chosen to make the recovery aboard the USS Iwo Jima. We were given about a 3-week notice. It was very quick. And we started practicing almost immediately. And then we were transferred to the Iwo Jima, and they said we wouldn't be recovering the aircraft, the Apollo spacecraft, until I think it was the 23rd. And then we got the message, forget it, it's coming back. And so we were all set for that. And they told us about the emergency and everything else. So normally I would not have been aboard the aircraft because at that time I was an AWAN. And anyway, but because I was a selectee for 3rd class, my chief, that was our Chief Keenan, said, well, you're going to be crew chief on this airplane, so you're going with us, and oh, by the way, you're going to operate the hoist. So we practiced with that for a while, went out and started doing the hoist. When the aircraft was, while the capsule was descending, we were out in the water, in the area of the water where we thought it would land, and the pilot made a brief turn to the right or starboard, and when he did that, I happened to look out the hatch right over there, and I said, there it is, it's coming down. And that's when he popped the chute, and then shortly after impact, we deployed the SEAL operator, SEAL that was with us. He was a swimmer, and he went down and helped attach the collar to the capsule. And then I put the basket, which is just inside that door. I put the basket out the door and raised him up into the helicopter.